Hello, this is Mrs. G. I want to walk you through a note construction quiz. If you have not reviewed the lessons that I included for this week, which are key signatures and accidentals, and if you need review on note names, please make sure you review those materials. Also, if you have not yet taken your note name number 1 quiz, please make sure you go back and do that so that you are familiar with this process. Okay, so just like with the note name quiz number 1, you're going to click the Start Challenge button, and it asks us to construct this note right here, B. Now, a plain old B with no accidentals next to it can be called B natural. And I can notate that in one of two ways. I can notate it with no sign next to it, or I can notate it with a natural sign next to it. But before I do that, I need to check what clef I'm in. I'm in bass clef here. So I have to remember my note names for bass clef. All right, so going from the bottom, good, burgers, deserve, fries, always. So good burgers. Notice I clicked and dragged that note up. I can also use the arrows up and down to move my note. So now I know at least the note head part is on the correct line. But this is a sharp sign, and it's asking for a B natural. So I can either click this, which would be correct, or I can click none, which would also be correct. And now I need to submit my answer. It will flash green and play the tone when you get it correct. All right, the next one it's asking for is an A sharp. Again, I'm in bass clef, and there's a couple different possibilities. Good, burgers, deserve, fries, always. So I know that's an A. I can use my arrows. Oops, one too far. Or I can use one of the space note A's. A, C, E, G. All cars eat gas. All cows eat grass. So either this one or this one would be correct. In this case, it's asking for an A sharp. So I'm going to assign it a sharp. I'm going to submit my answer and check and see how I did. All right, this one is in treble clef. So now I have to reframe my thinking here and remember my note names in treble clef. The note names in treble clef: every good boy deserves fudge, or FACE. So going back to every good boy deserves, I want to put my note on a D line to start with. This would also be correct, the D right below the staff. But I also need to make sure that I'm assigning this as a D flat, not a D sharp. So I'm going to change my accidental to a D flat. Now remember, this would be correct, and so would this one. Either one of those is fine. It's asking for just a plain old E here. I'm in treble clef. Let me remember my note names. E, G, B, D, F, every. So this is a possibility. Also, F, A, C, E. So this is a possibility also. Either one of these would be correct. However, it says no accidentals here, no sharps, no flats. I can do that one of two ways. I can either call it an E natural and actually put a natural sign next to it, or I can say none. Either one of those is correct when you're referring to a note that is a natural note. So again, I'm going to submit my answer. Flashes green and plays the tone when you have it correct. Okay, I'm going to deliberately get this one incorrect. It asks for an F flat. I'm going to leave my note in the E space, and you'll see it flashes red and does not play a tone. Okay, up here you'll notice that you have a clock counting down. These are the number of questions that you've gotten correct out of the number you have tried. This is the percentage of what you have correct. Okay, so I'm going to rush through this and get a bunch wrong on purpose until I get to the end of the quiz. Okay, you'll see it says new high score. Well, that's because I only have one score right now. What I would like for you to do is aim for at least 12 out of 15 correct. Now, because I didn't achieve that, I'm going to start this challenge again and do it as many times as it takes me to get 12 out of 15 correct. Now, if you have a sibling that you're sharing a device with, remember, you're going to want to go up here to these three dots and reset the scores so that it's as though nobody has ever done this exercise before. That way, your scores are your own. So once you have done this quiz, okay, I'm going to view my report. I'm going to sign my name. I'm going to pretend like I'm Erin Aardvark. I'm going to sign my report. And I'm not going to click copy link. I'm going to click copy code. It may not look like you did anything when you clicked on it, but that's okay. And now you're done. Then you can go back into Schoology and click on the spreadsheet next to your name and paste your code in the results. Have fun!